Which road will bring me back to home? Which road will bring me back to home? Which road will bring me back to home? Which way will I take to home? Which road will bring me back to home? Which road will...
Alright guys, welcome back. Vlogmas is almost over. We decided to do like a little Q&A video. Q&A about our first marriage, how this year been, things of that matter.
Our first year.
Our first 6 months of marriage.
It's really our first 6 months of marriage.
Yes. So, just different questions like that. So, how has it been? The first 6 months? And your humble uphold.
It's been good. It's been going by really, really fast. Yeah. Holidays are here. It's just been going by quick for me. It's been good. Not much has changed because, we lived together before we got married. So, everything's pretty much the same. We've been spending the last few months just combining everything. You have to change your name. Well, for me, I have to change my name. I had to change credit cards. Just a lot of stuff that you have to change. And a lot of paperwork you got to do. So that's pretty much what I've been doing the past 6 months.
Yeah. And then planning our first anniversary trip. So that's been something too we've been really thinking about and trying to lay that out and plan it so we can get up out this country again. So it's gonna be a yearly thing for us. That's for me. It's just been it haven't changed much. It's the same. Just getting to the swing of things, making everything come together. Whether it's bank accounts, which is they've been together though, or just having a solid plan that we working together on a daily basis. So.
Yeah, I think people just wanna they just wanna know how is it? How's marriage? Because that's the first thing you hear when you talk to people is, how's married life? It's married life is good. I don't know. People always say you're gonna have your ups and downs. We haven't. I don't know about that, but we haven't gotten there yet. So far, everything's good. Of course, we get into arguments. That everybody does.
That's the nature.
But I think it's the way you go about working it out and the way you go about handling situations.
Yeah.
So we've always done that since we've dated. So that hasn't changed. Now our goals have changed, which I think that's normal. We have some different goals now that we are married and that we have come together. I think that's pretty much the only thing that's changed as far as duties and stuff like that around the house. Nothing's really changed. We pretty much had a system before we got married and we still follow that system.
Yeah, so I just think, overall, with the people ask, oh, when you guys having kids? And
oh yeah, that's a big question too.
And that's all in God's timing though. So
yeah, so we will definitely let y'all know when that's gonna happen. We're not gonna just come out and tell you because we extra. Yeah. So we gotta do. You will definitely know though when that time comes. Yeah. But people are so invasive. Sometimes I feel like people are aggressive.
Yeah, because they why you haven't had a kid yet? What's taking so long?
It's just it's a lot.
Yeah, so
it's just some stuff is to me, you should have boundaries the way you ask people. Because to me, if you coming to me just trying to be all in my business, I'm gonna shut you down because I don't it depends on the conversation, depends on where we are. I don't know, it depends on how you approach me because sometimes I feel like people are just trying to bully me or something, it feels a little
why you haven't had no kids yet?
And I don't think there's a timeline for when you're supposed to have kids. People say, oh, you're gonna be old. No, I think you get old in your mind because I'm good. Yeah. I'm healthy. I'm only 30. People act like I'm 50 or something. Yeah. But it's coming, and when it comes,
you will know.
You will know.
We'll make a whole little video segment 4 months later. So you'll get to see 4 months later. You'll know. It won't just tell you straight off the rip.
Do I love my husband more is another question I got. Do I love him more now that we've gotten married? I think I'll grow to love him more every day.
Yeah, same with me.
I think my love for him grows every day, and it's something that's going to continue to grow over the years.
Yeah, I just think everything has its time and everything has its course. So, I just think a lot of people knows. A lot of people.
That's part of why we're doing this.
Yeah,
people want to know. Yeah. Like people like when we post vlogs, people love vlogs because they want to know. They want to know about your life, which is cool. We're putting ourselves out there. So we decided to just do a sit down and just answer some of the questions that we've been asked or that people have asked us about marriage. But like, I'm looking forward to this journey. This is something that we both prayed about. It's not something that we just said, oh yeah, let's get married.
Yeah.
No. It's something that we talked about ahead of time and that he decided that he wanted to do, which he knew that I wanted to get married already. But, it's just something that two people have to come together in agreement on things and have the same type of mindset and goals. I'm not with the opposite attract thing. Like, we have a lot in common.
Yeah, I'm not with that either.
The opposite attract stuff is just weird to me because I feel like if he was the opposite of me, that would get on my nerves. That's just me. Like, we think the same. Like, we think a lot the same. We do have different opinions on stuff sometimes. But like, for the most part, as far as like morals and values and finances and all that extra stuff that comes with marriage, I feel like we're on the same page.
I feel the same way though, because I feel like just opposites attract. It's better that way. You can experience more. I think it's a lot of bullcrap. I just think whoever you decide to marry, whoever you decide to be with forever, you have to have some of the same goals, and you're fighting for a purpose. You're fighting for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You just coming together and making things happen, man. And and me, I can't do the opposite attract. I just really can't, because
he said if I didn't like seafood, he wouldn't date me.
Done.
Relationship with That's messed up.
I'm sorry.
Don't be petty like him, but anyway.
Yeah, stuff like that though. I'm just saying, like, I can't eat what you can eat. I'm not knocking people.
Or we get this one. I like to go out, but he don't like to go out. Like, to me, that would cause conflict in my relationship because I'm not. If I'm out all the time and you're at home, then that to me would cause a divide in our relationship.
Oh yeah, all day, every day.
So that type of stuff. But like, I'm loving marriage. Like, I'm really loving it. Like, I'm still excited about it because we have so much that we want to do together and with each other, becoming eventually parents, traveling, just doing all the things that we want to do in life together, having somebody to really just share your life with.
In your journey, because it's a journey, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So, and I think, you have to evolve. You have to evolve together. You have to, because, when you get older, your mindset change, you still got the same core principles, same core value, but your mindset change. You might want this huge house today, but when you get 60, you're like, man, we just need to get a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom or a condo. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Your mind changing on a lot of things. So as long as you guys evolving together, which I think we're gonna do well at evolving together, I think it's gonna be good though.
And the one more question that we've gotten a lot is like, how are you guys so open with each other?
Oh yeah,
because if he get on my nerves, I'm going to tell him he get on my nerves. I might do it like, oh, you get on my nerves, but it's a way to do it, and I'm going to let him know how I feel without disrespecting him. So I think there's a difference in being open and being disrespectful, because people feel like, oh no, but that's not always the way you have to approach it. Like, I feel like I'm
people acting on emotions though versus thinking about what I'm about to say.
And another thing, don't let your friends boost you up, because people let other people boost them up. Oh, you need to tell him. Oh, you need to do this, and that might not work for your relationship. That might not work for your marriage or your relationship. So don't let people try to influence you to do things a certain way. You do things the way works for your relationship, and I think that's one of the main reasons why I married Lloyd, is because I can be myself. I can be open. I can express my feelings. He knows how I am. He gets me. He gets me.
And that's vice versa. I meet so many people you know, when they with their spouse or whatever, they don't be themselves, but when they're their spouse, they're a different person. Me, I'm gonna be me, you know. Some people say, oh, you're rude, you're arrogant. I don't think so. I'm just a straight up person. I'm straight to the point, and I don't got time to be playing around about, you know, the things in life that I'm serious about. And I'm not a rude or arrogant person. I'm just straight to the point type person. So.
And people will say, oh my God, Lloyd is a mess. I know Lloyd, he crazy. He outspoken. He gonna say whatever. Sometimes I say, babe, don't say that. That's not right. And he'll be like, why? You know? But he lets me balance him, which is good, because if anybody should be able to balance you out, it should be your spouse.
Yes.
That person should be your helpmate. You should be able to tell them everything. You should be happy when you're with them. You should be not happy when you're away from them. We've met people who said, hey, I'd rather be away. We do better when we're away.
Hey, I don't get that.
I don't understand that, because I don't like when he's away. He knows. When he has to work nights, I'm just like, oh my God. But I mean, we do what we have to do for our house and our family, but at the end of the day, I would rather for him to be home.
Yeah.
But yeah, spending time together and being together is like the most important thing that you can do. We don't do too many things apart. Of course, if he wants to go for a guy's night, I want to go for a girl's night. We don't have a problem with that. Do we do that all the time? No, because I would rather spend time with him than, to be honest with you, than hang out with a lot of females. And he knows. He'll tell me, you don't hang out with chicks. You're not really on the phone like that. That's just not what I like to do. I would rather be with him, you know. And if he goes out, that doesn't mean I have to go out. Sometimes I'm here. He'll come back at a decent time. Now, some of you guys have questions about curfew. That was one of the questions. I'm trying to remember all the questions. Do you give your spouse a curfew? Like, how am I going to give him a curfew? He's grown.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's out of respect.
I was about to say the same thing. I think he respects me enough to come home at a decent hour.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah, it's out of respect. It ain't about, you know, you know, it's going to be my way, or you need to get home at 1 o'clock. It's like, listen, out of respect. And since we've been together, I've been to different places and I've been out, but I came back with 12 o'clock, 11. I try to get in before 1. Coming in at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock, to me, that's outrageous. You know, it's like, it's a level of respect. So.
Yeah, it's a respect thing. And so that, in all essence, just respect each other. And the last thing that we're going to touch on, is that going to be the last thing, finances?
We can talk about finances.
People ask us about finances. How did we do our finances? Our finances are together. You know, we share accounts. Every account that we have, we're both on it. He has an account, and then we have a joint account. We don't do that. All of our accounts have both of our names on it. So, I mean, to each his own. You have to do what works for you. If you're okay with having separate accounts, you're okay with having one joint account for bills and then your own separate accounts for whatever you want to spend on. Hey, do what works for you. But what works for us is us holding each other accountable and us being able to have access to money. If I get sick, he has access to the money. That's crazy. Yeah. He's my better half. Like, we're one. Therefore, everything's together.
Yeah, I mean, we just heard something today. It was like somebody was saying, the spouse was saying that she needed $20 from her husband, and so she can get food, she couldn't eat till he get home. What kind of stuff is that?
And she has a kid, so he said wait till he gets home. And so therefore her and the kids have to go without food, I guess.
That's crazy to me. I mean, as a man,
I don't know.
As a man, I'm not with that program. I mean, I just feel like you need to handle your responsibilities and do the things you feel like you need to do, you know?
Yeah, like, we have a joint account, but I never have to go to him and say, hey, babe, I need $20 because I'm hungry. If he at work and there's no food, I'm going to get food. Hey, what'd you spend the money on? Food. If he wants to see what I spend the money on, log into the account, he can see it.
Yeah,
you know?
It ain't like
it's not like I'm trying to hide something. So those are the things, like being open about finances.
Yeah. Hold on. I did see you coming on somebody thinking about some snacks.
What snacks?
Yeah, about y'all hiding snacks.
Me?
Not you.
Snacks?
But the chick said something about she would have to get rid of the account or something. Remember what she said? You was like, Mars, Mine's. On the marriage club.
No.
She said about snacks. Her husband said, where's that $13 come from with them snacks?
Oh, she said.
Oh, here we go.
Her husband monitors the account.
Okay.
And that's my husband all day,
Okay,
y'all.
okay.
He sit up here talking smack. He know that's him.
Okay.
She said, who else's husband does this? And I said, mine.
But she
He
said
does.
about the snacks. She
Because
said,
if I go buy something and I forget to tell him, hey, I spent $20 at Walmart, he's gonna eventually, like, maybe it might not be the same day, but 2 or 3 days later he'll be like, hey babe, I saw $20 was swiped at Walmart. You know, that's what she meant. She said her husband monitored the account. Like, he always watching the account, which he's the person who watches the account, which I'm glad he does that, because what was that?
Oh, yeah.
Like 2 months ago, it was some charges coming out of our account.
We didn't see.
It was just crazy.
we had to report it and had to give us our money back. You know?
But if he hadn't been looking, we would have just been...
Because we're not a couple living paycheck to paycheck, so that's another thing
Right.
too. You gotta just monitor your whole everything. To me, and this is how we work. Like, I'm better with the money, and then she's better. No, I'm not saying she's bad with money. Don't
I'm
say
not
that.
bad with money. I just would prefer for him to do it. He's quick numbers. Like if I say, babe, what's $50 minus 10? I'm just giving an example. Like he quick with it. Like he's good with money.
And then I'm not the dude that have to spend money every week. You know, there's people, females,
we don't do that. Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, I gotta go buy myself something to make myself feel good, or you know, I need to go, you know, Vouse while I work this week. You know, and we just, like I said, everybody has their own way of doing things, man. And to me, it's just however you wanna, you know, you want to do your relationship. So with this Q&A, you know, are we a perfect couple? No. Are we striving for excellence? Yes.
Not perfect.
But you know, to me, two people have to make the relationship work. You know, it can't be one-minded. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know, somebody say, well, so you must have you in control. Listen, I don't never try to control no human being. You know what I'm saying? Because some people feel like you're
he's controlling, or
no way.
First of all, the husband's supposed to be the head of the household. Not that he's supposed to be controlling.
No.
But he's the head of the household, and I think that's why a lot of people are single, because you don't know how to let the man be the man. Let him lead. Yeah, if he about to make a wrong turn and drive us into a lake, hey, what we doing?
Yeah.
That's me. That's my job. I'm the.
But see, but if you're a good man, your best intentions is for you both to have great things. You know. He
gets a little crazy sometimes, especially when he wants something. Because Lloyd Christian is like, when he wants something, his mind's made up and he wants it. And sometimes I have to say, babe, I get it that you want it, but just not right now. And so I think that's how we compliment each other. He's good with the numbers, but sometimes I do have to say, babe, no, let's wait.
We ain't gonna get it to
you know, we're not gonna get it to. And he does that to me too. So I mean, you just have to hold each other accountable. You have to come up with a system that works for you. And most of all, guys, respect each other. Don't treat somebody the way that you don't want to be treated. Because women feel like, I can hit him but he can't hit me, or I can talk loud to him but he can't talk loud to me, and that's not how it works. You know.
But like, the greatest thing we was talking about a couple days ago was compromise. You know, you have to compromise in your relationship. I mean, it's about compromising. It can't be.
And it's not easy.
No.
It's not easy. But you still gotta do it.
So if you can just compromise and have it up in your mind, or because you gotta remember, it's two people living together. It's not you no more. So you know what I'm saying? That's like, I gotta share everything. I can't just go and say, oh, I'm gonna buy me something to eat, but not her. You know what I'm saying? But people do that though.
People be ready to fight too.
Yeah, so you can't, you know, you just really can't do that. So.
Yeah, like last night he went and bought him some shrimp and he brought me some too. So, I mean, just always think about them. Even if you say, oh, well, then maybe they ate already, just call them and ask them. Or maybe just say, oh, well, they can have it later. I don't know. Just try to think about your spouse at all times, people.
Yes.
And if you have children, please always remember. Because I see this a lot, and I'm just very observant of people. People put their kids before their spouse. And I'm sorry, y'all, but that's not how God designed that thing. They'll fix their kid plate and tell their husband, hey, you know how this gonna fix your plate.
Crazy.
I mean, I don't have a problem if that's what works for you, but I just feel like that's not how it was designed to be. And so I think sometimes we need to just think about it. Just, is it gonna hurt you to fix your husband plate and fix your kids' plates at the same time? No.
And vice versa. Like if I'm up and I'm fixing, you know, I ain't gonna be like, well, still fixing my plate. I'm gonna just get up. I'm gonna fix my plate. You know, like I said, it's not about. It's just
compromise.
Compromise, man, and trying.
Do I fix his plate all the time? No, because sometimes I'll cook and I'll say, "Oh my God, I gotta run to the restroom," and he want to eat right away. He'll go in there and fix his own plate. You know, so I get it.
Yeah.
But I mean, sometimes if he tired, he'll come lay on the couch, and I'm like, "Oh, babe, here's your plate, here's your drink," and I can just tell that he appreciates that.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's the little things. Just try to be more. What did I say? Submissive, I guess. I don't know.
Submissive, compromise.
Because I feel like people always stereotype black women and say that we're not submissive, and I just don't think that's true.
No, it's not.
I think
true.
we're strong-minded. I think we're strong-willed.
Yeah.
We have an opinion, but I do feel like we can be submissive to the right man.
Yeah. Listen, man, I want to thank you guys for watching. This is Vlogmas number 24. 24. We got 25, which is gonna be our Christmas photos in these onesies.
We're getting ready to do those.
Hopefully, you guys will be able to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button on this video. This is our Q&A. And if you want us to do another one of these,
just leave your questions, comments below, and we will be happy to answer.
All right, now we see you in the next video.
Which road will bring me back to home? Which road will bring me back to home? Which road will bring me back to home? Which way will I